Hey everyone, this is Sir Anaba. Today we're going to do a performance review on the Nike Zoom Pegasus Turbo. The Pegasus line is one of Nike's premier running lines, specifically designed for marathon running and everyday running as well. So let's kind of discuss it and go over the review. So starting off with is the traction. The traction has these hexagon type of pods that kind of protrude out on the outsole to kind of give it a good resistance to when you're running forward. You might see these on a couple of different Nike running shoes. It's one of their basic type of traction patterns. It worked really well when I was running on concrete. I did some running on the treadmill. I didn't have any issues. It worked pretty good. So it was really adequate. I did run in this for about a month of running. And so far it's held up really good. So overall, I think the traction did a really good job. So it does really get it up for me. So let's kind of talk about the cushioning of the shoe. This time they added this new type of foam cushioning called Zoom X. Previously in the Pegasus line, they usually have what they call Zoom Air, but they would put in the shoe. But this time they decided to switch it up a little bit more differently. The Zoom X is a bit more of a softer type of foam cushion that's supposed to give you what Nike is saying is their most maximum response cushion, foam cushion ever created within their history. For me, when I was running it was very responsive. It was a little bit too responsive. So what that meant for me is like as soon as I stepped into the forefoot, I can feel it collapse really fast. Personally, I prefer something that has a bit more of a bit more firmer bounce, firmer impact, which is great for other people, but this didn't really work out as well for me. They have another type of foam called React, and they're I'll bring it over here. This is one of Nike's. This is another running shoe called the Nike Epic React. This is run off of Nike's foam React. This is a bit more impact, has a bit more firmness in their foam as well, which I kind of preferred more. But overall, the Zoom X was adequate, especially in the heel. As you can see, the compression lines that we have here as well. Another cool thing that they had around the midsole was this aerodynamic type of design. They said it's supposed to help with when you're running against the wind, less wind resistance. But honestly, I didn't really feel anything. But it does look like a kind of a cool design. So overall, the cushion was pretty good. Not really meant for somebody like me, but I can see how you can use it for everyday runners, especially marathon runners, which would be perfect for if you were to do like a marathon as well. So the cushion, it does a pretty good, adequate job. So in terms of the materials, they're using engineered mesh upper, which was very soft, very lightweight. As soon as I put on the shoes, I can barely feel the upper, which is great, especially during a time when it's the holiday season and you've been kind of eating kind of good, so you want to get back to the swing of things. You're feeling kind of heavy. This was a perfect type of setup for someone who's just starting to get back into running and try to lose weight. That being said, it does have some really good support as well too with the dynamic fly wire cables. That did a really good job in terms of support. I'm flat-footed, so when I was wearing the shoes, sometimes it will overpronate, especially on this side over here. It'll kind of go like this. But the fly wire cables were able to hold me and support me when I was doing my running as well. So it did a really good job. On top of that, it does have a good padding in the collar, so you do feel comfortable when you first put your foot in there as well. Another thing that they did have was this fused type of rand they put on top of here to help just add additional support, especially around here with the toe drag area. Just in case you do drag your feet, it does protect you right here as well too. So overall, I mean the materials and the support were pretty adequate as well. Another cool thing that they did have was this it's kind of a thick insole, which added additional cushion and support as well too. So overall, I think the support and the materials worked really well with each other to provide adequate support when I was doing my daily runs as well. So in conclusion, the Nike Zoom Pegasus Turbo was a really adequate shoe. The cushion was really good. It was a bit more softer than I prefer. This shoe was really designed for marathon runners, but which is okay, which is great for me. I don't do any marathons. I just do normal running. The traction was excellent. I had no issues with it as well. The upper materials were really on point. I liked the way it was really soft and really flexible as well too. This is a really great shoe if you really want to get back in the swing of things. You know, it's January 2019. You may have some goals that you want to set. You know, eat less or eat better, eat more healthier, lose weight. You know, the typical stuff that folks normally do around this time as well. This would be a great shoe to start your work-life balance in. The shoe is going for $180. That being said, so you may find that price point is maybe kind of out of your price range. There are some other shoes out there as well too that can also do the job just as well as something like this too. But you may find some of these shoes on sale, not particularly this color. There are some other colorways. I believe Finish Line has some for like $154, and it was like a red version. So just kind of take a look at Finish Line, Dick's Sporting Goods, Foot Locker. They may also have some on sale as well too, because these came out in July. So I'm pretty sure there's some will still be on sale in your area as well. But anyways, thanks for checking out the video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to make them below. And Happy New Year to everyone, and I'll see you next time.